evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the Finn was wearing at the time of the crime.
Well, yeah, that.
As you can see, it's covered in blood. The Finn attacked and killed a person who, without doubt, is now fighting back. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. The piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime scene. I see! The court accepts as evidence! Maya's costume out of the court record. Feels sweet, I can wear it. Alright, Mr. Wright? Maya's fingerprints on both the murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. I should look at that shirt. See, clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the blood inside it. Okay. Could this situation get any worse?
What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Why is it disturbing? It's a really random thing. Don't call my name, it's disturbing. Is that okay with you, Mr. Russell Template? Yeah.
Jesse.
Okay, it's a costume that was wearing times. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The Fed attacked the killed her without letting her. That's fine karma. She thinks she can decide to break the testimony alone. I defy it's a crucial contradiction ever. Okay, so let's... Okay, I guess when I saw something, I hope you'll show us the full thing. Why didn't you say so in the testimony earlier? You're kind of scary today, pal. Come on, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that! Okay, that's good. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing it when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her giant clothes today too. She not allowed to wear anything else. I'd like to see her wear something else. Maybe like a dress or a skirt or something.
Something or another.
Oh, that's always the worst. There's blood on the costume! That was also at the victim's blood. Who else's blood would it be? Maya's? So there is blood on the victim in the fence clothes. Definitely not good. Are there any clues you can glean from this piece of evidence? Oh, well.
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Time to move on.
10 minutes.
Oh, yes, Miss Carver is perfectly correct. And even the judge is on the other side. If I apply more like a tree here, what should I do? Press further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. Look!
Bullet hole.
There's a bullet hole! His last statement says that she killed the victim when the victim was defenseless of not putting up a fight.
Yeah.
There's a bullet hole in her sleeve that proves that he was putting up a fight. He tried to shoot her. Because remember, she said that he was stabbed first, then shot.
Yeah.
So the first shot was by him in self-defense, then she stabbed him, and then she grabbed the gun and shot him. That's what I was thinking anyway. There must be a clue somewhere in this costume. I wonder where, though. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Ms. Von Karma's logic is perfect! There's no way for you to poke a hole in it! Ah! I hope Ms. Wright goes in. I hate to poke a hole in it, but there seems to someone else already did so for me. AKA the victim! Alright, looks like my time's up. About this costume. Well, there is one little thing. Your Honor! Actually, there's something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What? Oh, what are you talking about, pal?
Getting her whip ready. Her whip ready.
Oh, what is the problem you're talking about? I've come so far. There's no turning back now.
In the end, there's no turning back.
The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. There. This piece of... Why is it surrounded by black? Okay, here we go. Take that! I asked the court to please look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Because apparently police don't know when to look at a jacket. They're like, oh, blood! 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 Blood!
They're basically running around.
They're running like chickens. Blood! 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 Blood!
Remember what
It's like an intern. It's like an intern. Like blood.
No, remember in the beginning they were basically running around.
Oh yeah. I thought that this announcement there was lots of blood on it.
This is Officer Megan.
Yes, Officer Megan runs everything now. Hold on. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only conclusion is I make of this must be a bullet hole. Order! 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 It's a very grave
Cheese
matter. It's best we correct the court record for anything else. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up soon.
Why does he call her sir?
She's hitting her shoulder. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding?
Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds.
Holds.
Continue with your testimony. That, just now was a fluke. Nothing more. Objection!
Objection! How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. Well, I agree with the mistake on the part of the police. What offensive my comments say is true. The evidence makes sense. You do not find more definite proof for the evidence then? No way! That's a gumshoe. Let's see with your testimony. Yes, sir. Okay, so now we have to prove this because it says he was not fighting back. So the fact, like I said, the fact that there's a bullet hole proves that the victim was fighting back. So you can look at the hole. So I think that's it, right?
Sure.
Let's go for objection! I think we got it. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said my client killed, quote unquote, a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. I was trying to do. Yeah, I did. And what, may I ask, is the bullet hole that you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means by not fight back? Ah, you're right! It would seem that way. If the victim tries to defend it, then it would change everything! Alright, the wind seems to be shifting.
Ha!
What's with that "are you finished yet" laugh?
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It's bad karma!
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only ground enough to support justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. The rejected justified self-defense and plea not guilty.
Now that you... Well, that's right.
Which which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No! Well, I guess that's true.
Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Huh? How so? Ah! Why'd she whip him?
Don't just stand there. Explain, monkey. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired at an inn, of course.
Really, they update something?
You mean by myself? You want me to put together a scenario by myself? Ah!
Do it, monkey.
Yes, right away, sir. Testimony, what transferred? During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back for him. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. How do you be so close that you missed? The scenario you put together makes sense. Yes, sir. Well, Whoa, Mr. Wright! Just by listening, it doesn't make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that! Now then, cross-examination, please.
The judge has Phoenix by glaring at him and Francisco with a whip.
Phoenix, please.
Poor Judge.
What transpired? So during the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While terrified, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were so close, he missed. The victim picked up the gun and opened the window. His testimony clearly makes us look very bad. But we're not there's got to be coming there somewhere. Uncovering this is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. So okay. The defense side, because I had to stab the victim in the chest. The victim used lots of time to fight back. Let's see the fight. The victim took out his gun. And I took out my gun? The victim took a shot, and because they were too close, he missed. The defendant picked up the open. Okay, let's see. I kind of want to just press it. Let's check this. Oh, that. So he was stabbed, but the stab didn't kill him? Go to check. I didn't want to actually she did something, that's why I want to go here. Okay, that's good. Okay, murder weapon, small fur knife, glass in the face, bare mask in the face. 2 shots fired, murder weapon. Okay. Stabbed in the chest, then shot point blank. Gunpowder was to do around bullet hole. A diagram of the charring chamber. Okay. Okay. That's one of those like a bullet. Okay, let's see what it says. So, when he stabbed the victim, the stabber did kill him? Well, if you think about the blow off, it's pretty bad. How bad would you say it was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day. And afterward, I felt a little white-headed dizzy. I guess the damage may be about 10 times the dizziness? Yeah. Sorry. Well, see, the victim took out his gun. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? It looks like the victim, Dr. Quay, had specifically bought it for that day. But a handgun? Got off the black market about 2 days before the murder. No, that is not absolutely suspicious at all. He's a doctor. I just happen to buy them on the black market. You just go to a gun store and just buy a gun.
Actually, depending on which country you're in.
Oh, this is Phoenix Wright land. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun to a knife show? Does he take precautions to get something?
Because in the United States, there is actually a 7-day waiting period.
Yeah. So, you're saying that the bullet hole in the costume was made then?
It's because
Sorry,
it's
pal.
original.
But that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when the shot was fired. Hi, I'm really glad you were here. The fan picked up the gun and pressed. Maya had never fired a gun before in her life. The victim outweighed taking off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you could fire away by pulling the trigger. Even me, I wonder.
I know, he's imagining killing people.
Oh, that's right.
Now, do you understand? Along Karma's logic is perfect.
Yeah, beat them until they agree with you. Yes, that's why I fucking has no courage. Sorry for the video games. Chance for the test. Okay. Slam. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. And in body strength, it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now you mention it. Yeah, I guess.
You think you can get away with some flimsy reasoning, Mr. Beats, right? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not?
Yeah.
When channeling with the current channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
How does she know so much about freaking spirit channeling?
I have no idea.
I don't believe it. She even studied up on the current channeling technique?
Maybe. Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Oh, never mind! Let's do your testimony! He just never did anything. Of course, yeah, I think the first thing.
This is really the judge
Oh, yeah.
playing on candy.
I can read this. Yeah, you do. He almost. Oh, he's eating his raisinets.
Yeah, this is the time when the judge pulls out the raisinets.
Okay.
I'm falling asleep.
Think about this line. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed.
Oh yeah, like,
That's weird.
that's a weird implication. Because
Because they were so close, he missed.
the right word should be like, even though.
Yeah.
Although.
Han. It's about 8 inches off the ground. There's a small hole that looks like a bullet hole.
He planned to shoot her first.
Well, I guess so, because that's what. Well, when he shot her.
She must have been sitting on the ground.
Or maybe someone shot through her back.
Well, the
back
thing
of
is,
her
it
shirt
was
and
on
hit
the
him.
lower sleeve, so
Someone else.
she would have to have been. If she's on the ground because she was kneeling, she would have to stand up and she would be in motion to have it to the sleeve. I guess. All still key. Diagram. Stab in the chest, then shot point blank. Gunpowder residue around bullet hole. Murder weapon was raised. 2 shots fired. What am I raised from defense? Murder weapon. Close That's a weird line. I'm gonna press these. I'm just gonna pass by because they're probably the same dialogue. But what they do is if there's no new dialogue, it just automatically stops it for you.
You can't save anywhere.
I think you can save it anytime.
Objection!
Objection. Sometimes you press everything again and you're getting the answer. The testimony clearly makes it look very bad, but there's got to be a contradiction there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth, I feel it. Okay, so there has to be a contradiction somewhere. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the then picked up on the opening and took the victim's gun and ended it. So somewhere there has to be a thing. What's that? Hold on. I think I have an. It's a stretch, but I think it's the only thing I have right now. Is that look at the autopsy report. Stabbed in chest and shot point blank. Gunpowder residue around bullet hole. So it says since they were so close
There
that
would
it
be
missed,
gunpowder.
right? But if it's so close, wouldn't there be gunpowder around the hole?
Well, the judge did say that he did smell gunpowder.
Yeah, but there's no physical residue. Something can smell like a gun but not have gunpowder on it. So that's the only thing I can think of. Like literally, that's the only thing I got. Yeah, okay, so maybe this part. Yeah, the other Google weird stretches. Yeah, the victim took out his gun and because they were so close, he missed. Okay, so that's the only thing I have. Like, if you guys have any other things, maybe, but that's a stretch. But I think that might be it. Because we took a big risk trying to go to the thing. So, freaking, we have a full gauge. I'm gonna close my eyes, go for an objection.